Yeah, you can see what we are. All you gotta do is move the floor right there. What does that look like? Let me see if I can do it backwards. Wow, that's a trip. Eye-hand coordination backwards ain't working too good. We're at the horseshoe. How's the signal? The signal's looking pretty freaking sexy. That's awesome. Alright, let's see. We got 76 people to kick it off. That is absolutely awesome. Why not say hello to a few people? Let's get started on a Tuesday afternoon. I'm not even going to repeat the first name that pops up there as something or other, whatever. Keep an eye on you. Only you can be you, Carlo. Hey, what's going on? So, the Conor McGregor fight is off. Who is he fighting? I wasn't even paying attention to that guy ever since he started acting a fool. Who is he fighting? Let me know. Janice, N90 Venus, Sony, Cleveland, Venus. Keep him coming, Greg. You guys don't want me to say hello today, huh? Drop it down there. Bomber, Mary, Joy, Sean. Come on now. Marie, Tom Mack. Keep him coming. Christopher C, Angie, Jennifer Jill, Edward S, Angie again, Steve 6, Tom Helm. If you want to get your name called out, drop it in the comments. If you're not already a subscriber, you do have to be a subscriber to get into the comment section. That keeps away the a-holes, if you know what I'm saying. This ain't ne'er-do-wells, but some of them are just straight up a-holes. So, it's been working. Share love. Athena, shout out Chicago. Art Flowers, Ron, Radio, Leslie, Trisha. Alright, now they're coming in. BSKY, Amy Greenwald, Marty, Stephanie, Stewart, Marzan, Bert. Alright, now you're all here. Now we're getting with it. Diane, Manhattan. Alright, let me see if I can keep it going. Patrick. I feel like someone's like scoping me out. Is someone scoping me out on the shoulder there? Yes, I knew it. See, I got them spidey senses. I knew it. That dude right there is like scoping us. Double Eagle. Mr. JC Family. I like that. Daniel. Randy. Keep him coming. Sarah B. Alright, Diane B. Okay, I think we caught up. Alright, if I see any more, I will definitely say hello. Okay, shout out to AZ Gator and Marie Bella, who sent 2 super chats after I cut down the stream last night. Shout out AZ Gator, 5 Bananaramas, and Marie Bella with 2 Bananaramas. So thank you very much. I don't like to miss super chats, but I already pressed the button, but I don't. Yeah, right? This guy right here, right? This guy's scoping us hard. I always leave the stream, like I could shut it down. I can shut down like what you see from me and then like kill the stream off completely. But I generally don't do that, in case you didn't notice. I shut it down from what you can see through the camera lens, and then...
Oh, you did?
No, go ahead. What you can see through the camera lens, but then I leave it up for a while. It probably turns like a black screen or something. That way you guys can like say goodbye and, you know, have your last minute things. And I usually leave that up for like 2 or 3 minutes and let everyone kind of, you know, see you tomorrow and all that stuff, which I think is awesome. So yeah, that's why I do that, in case you haven't noticed or figured it out yet. But sometimes I miss a super chat there. I don't like missing super chats. But we're here in fabulous Las Vegas, and it is 93.8 degrees when I got out of the car, so it's getting up on the warm side, but it is still 11 degrees under. It's supposed to already be like 100, between 100 and 105, but I ain't complaining. Don't jinx it now. And I heard that us and Minnesota have the same temperature right now. That's kind of weird. 177 people. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. So I'm going to drop an intro. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 topics to talk about. 4 of them are related to Vegas and me and what I got going on. And we got to talk about something a little, I don't know if you call it sad, but we'll see how it trends, you know? Yeah, so Bror Fredrik coming at you live from, I was going to say Bally's, but this here is the Horseshoe. And I got they're still using Bally's cups. I know it's backwards. Software people are working on that. I mean, Facebook hasn't gotten around to fixing that when you use the front-facing camera. So, you know, evidently on Android, it's kind of a frickin' challenge. So, yeah, we'll get that worked out. Let's see. Oh, that's right. I was going to invite you to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least 5 times a week. And if you want to support the channel, you can drop some super chat. That is always greatly appreciated. It keeps me out there, keeps me motivated to keep up with the live stream activities. It's the grease that keeps these wheels rolling. And you can click on links, and you can see over here, I got Cash App, I got Venmo. You can join me on Patreon. Don't forget to follow me over on, Rumble. Follow me on Twitter. And all the links down in the description. You know how we're a huge fan. My channel partners are Olite. Shout out Olite. 10% off. Link in the description. Get you one. And T. Hanley. Are we looking good? I think we're looking pretty good. T. Hanley twice a day. It's the easiest thing. And it's like roll back the hands of time. I feel like I'm freaking still in high school. I got a pimple the other day. So check it out. All right, 200 people. What do we got to talk about? Thank you, Mark T. I appreciate that. Let's get ready to rumble. Oh, what's his face? Robert Kennedy Jr. is going to be speaking over on Rumble. I'm not sure when, but I'm interested in seeing that. You know, I mean, he's an interesting guy. He's got a lot of interesting things to talk about. You know, the pandemic, the thing in the arm, He's an interesting dude. You know, he makes some sense. So I want to hear what he has to say. Check him out a little deeper. Regardless of what side of the aisle you sit on, I think the guy speaks a lot of truth. So he's worth listening to. We'll see. But check him out on Rumble too. But check me out on Rumble too, so I can start live streaming over there. I really want to start live streaming over there, so I don't have to speak in like crazy code, like transmission. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get outside in a bit. I'm not looking to run out there, but I do want to cover a topic real quick. Can you guys hear me good? I feel like I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. It is loud in here, and that machine, she is like tearing it up. She's like hitting every freaking bonus and money and coins and holy cow. She's in total beast mode over there. Anyways, I feel like I'm screaming. Am I screaming? I sound good? You can hear me? I just don't want to like blow out your eardrums either. Okay, let's have a really quick moment of silence. It's one of those. Let's have a quick moment of silence for the 5 or 7 people that are presumably lost on that kind of submersible dealie that went to like the bottom of the sea, you know, to go check out the Titanic. Have you guys followed that story? That's kind of beat. Supposedly they have like a day and a half left of oxygen, but I'd have to assume that they're probably gone. That thing does not have power of its own other than to maneuver once it's down there. It's not a true submarine like, you know, yellow submarine and whatnot. So if it went adrift, it's like 1,000 miles away and they have no control over it, caught in the current. Another one. She just hit another one. Now she's got the wheel bonus on top of that. She's tearing that freaking machine a new a-hole. Good for her. All right, so that's kind of beat. It made me think, would I ever do that? I really doubt they made it because nothing. Okay, I did a little research. It takes 2 hours to get down to the Titanic. It's like at 13,000 feet. 13,000 feet. Down there, if you took a basketball and released it at 13,000 feet, it would turn into a grape, or maybe smaller. It would instantly be crushed. A human being doesn't stand a chance in the world. So they were at 13,000 feet, going to 13,000 feet. However, it takes 2 hours to get down there. They lost communication at 1 hour and 45 minutes. So there's speculation that, oh, maybe they went down a little faster. Like, after so many trips, the guy just decided to floor it and go for it? I don't think so. Oh, maybe they got caught up in some wires from the Titanic. I don't think so. Lost communications 3/4 of the way down can only mean like one of two things. Catastrophic failure, it imploded and crushed, it got a leak, and then, you know, drowned. So it's pretty beat, you know, so rest in peace to them. I mean, I'm sure the families want to keep hope alive that they'll be found, but here's the other thing. We'll talk about whether I would do it or not in a second, which that's a hard no. It's bolted from the outside. When you get onto this thing, it's not like it was 5 passengers and I think a pilot or maybe 2 pilots, so 6 or 7 people total. 5 passengers. I don't know what it costs to get down there, but these people, once you get in, it's not like you see in the old movies where you like, you know, drop the hatch and spin the thing and then you're off to the races. When you get inside, they close the top and they bolt it from the outside because this thing has to withstand 13,000 feet of pressure, which is like you can't even make an accurate analogy of how powerful that is. That just would take a human being and crush you down to the size of a marble within seconds. I mean, no, not even seconds, it would be instant. So they bolted from the outside, so there's no provision inside these things to like, there's no like escape hatch, because you can't escape, you're gonna die. You can't even open, like, you ever see when a car goes underwater like 20 feet? You can't even open the doors because of the pressure until it gets completely flooded and the pressure equalized. So there's no way to escape. And people are saying things like, well, don't they have a black box? No, they do not have a black box aboard that thing, which is lame. They do not have emergency transponders, which is lame, which means like, okay, suppose they lost communication, it was just like a power failure. They still have 96 hours of oxygen aboard this thing. But once it loses power, it just starts drifting with the current. It could be like, literally 1,000 miles from where it was last spotted. So they should be able to automatically, even with a mechanical thing, in case of electric failure, drop like beacons, like transponder beacons, you know, as they go, or there should be one attached. Nothing. So they didn't even have those safety precautions. I don't know how long it's been operating. I don't know how much they charge, but I wouldn't go in one of those things, you know? I mean, that's kind of nuts. I don't want to make light of the situation because of those people, which are presumably dead, most likely. Because again, they were 3/4 of the way down. They never made it to the bottom. If they made it to the bottom, they can send something else down there within the next day and a half. I don't know how. It's just a messed up situation, but I hope, I'm not big into rules and regulations and laws and shit like that, you know. I'm not into anarchy either, but something had to be put in place, you know, for the eventuality. But I guess the hubris of, you know, we made so many trips and we got this down with science, you know, got the better of them, and there wasn't built-in safety precaution. So it's sad. All right, the 5 passengers, pilot, inventor of the thing, rich guy from the UK, the other rich guy and his son, not even a new something. Yeah, it's nuts. I don't know if I would do that. $250,000 a ticket. Wow. $250,000 a ticket. Well, yeah, that's bad news. I mean, I'm fine watching it on my 4K TV. I don't think if I even had that money, but just the whole safety factor. You'd think that if something went wrong, you'd be able to press a button, even if the power went out. There should be another mechanical thing, not just the beacons. You should be able to press another jam where, like, 2 balloons inflate, you know, under pressure, and it leaves it buoyant and rises it to the surface without everyone getting the bends and whatnot. And demand a refund. I don't know, I guess they would just, like, you know, it was just like on obviously these people are rich. Ocean yeah, it's a weird scenario. It's wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I mean, I had like a G.I. Joe submarine when I was a kid. Like, it had like this pump and it was tethered and you put G.I. Joe in there and whatnot. It went down to the bottom and, you know, I've lost them a few times, so I ain't going down there, even if it was $250. You know, I'd be like, you know, what happens if, would be my first question. What happens if? What happens if the power goes out? What happens if we get a leak? Is there a bilge pump? What happens if we, you know, I guess they just didn't give, you know, enough F's. It's sad. So moment of silence for those lost people. Is what it is. Just is what it is. What else we got to talk about? I want to talk about some Vegas-related things. That's not very Vegas-y right now. Oh, you want to check out my new studio real quick? Well, it's like 98% ready. All right, dig this. We'll talk about this in a second. Watch this. Bam. All right, you ready? You ready for the unveiling? I did put it already on. I posted it on Twitter. I put some other pictures on Patreon. And I put some pictures in the Bror Nation Facebook group. And I encourage you to check them all out. But for those of you new to the channel, there you go. That is my studio. That's one of the views. That's one of the camera views of my studio. There are 5 cameras in there, potentially 6. 1 mobile if I want to move around. You can see in there, let's see, I got my iPad in there. I got one, you can't see them all, but there are 4 microphones in there. There's one in the boom in the back. There's a desk-mounted one. And there's 2 shotgun mics and 1 picking up ambient noise. Oh, technically there's 5. There's an ambient noise one. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3 laptops, 2 desktops, no, 3 desktops, 1, 2, 3, and 3 laptops, plus my iPad Pro rocking the mic over there. And you can see one of the computers. The other ones aren't like done up all fancy crazy and whatnot. And that's how I produce the streams. That's, you know, that's what I do. So I wanted to deck it out as much as possible. You're not going to see that angle ever again. And I put up a couple of like true behind the scenes ones where you can see the, you know, I got a big 4K camera, Panasonic DVX 200. There's a bunch of stuff going on in there. So you're not really going to see very far behind the scenes, but yeah, so that's my studio. It's pretty freaking cool, huh? I mean, you can tell I'm a geek, number 1. You can tell, number 2, I know my shit. You can tell, number 3, I'm a big Star Trek fan, so of course I had to put all the lights. It's not, when you see it in the camera, it's not going to be as like overwhelming with all the colors. I mean, that I took with a, you know, with an iPhone camera, which tends to saturate things a bit more. And I had I turned on everything to do that, like, on a regular basis. It depends, like, there's angles in that little command center that I have, which is basically a box where I can move my chair from the different workstations. I got this workstation with all my printers. This one is a computer that I do invoicing and emailing and texting. You know, that one's actually connected to like the public. Then I got this one, which is strictly a production level computer for editing and all that type of stuff. And then I have the 3 laptops that drive the live stream on this side, so I can move around the command center. And then on this side, where that picture was taken from, the black surface that you see right there with the microphone and the iPad Pro on there, that is an electronic, that's a standing desk. So I can lower it to meet the other ones, or I can raise it so I can stand up and talk. And there's another view coming that way. So the whole thing is surrounded by cameras. I got a green screen on the other side, and then I have a audio booth behind that. And then I got like HEPA filters and all sorts of shit. You know, there's lights everywhere in there, you know, because I use LED lights, and if you're familiar with LED lights, they're not the brightest, you know? I mean, they feel bright because they just burn a hole in your freaking eye sockets. But in the grand scheme of things, they're not that bright. And there's different ones. You see the one blasting off the ceiling there, that gives it like an ambient light. Then I got other ones coming in. It's pretty freaking, it's pretty, have different colors. Well, I could do that. I could have it strobe with what I'm saying, but that would be like, whoa, that would be nuts. That's a good idea. I think I might do it. So I got all sorts of shit going on in there. That's why I've been taking forever. I keep building upon it and building upon it and building upon it. If I use the studio for work purposes, I bring in guests remotely, which I'm going to do on the show too. And, you know, they don't get to see all that. And then there's certain things that I could do to give myself a more plain background. Green screen, you know. It'll be cool. I think you guys will dig it. And if all goes well this week, we'll be in the studio this week. The first one will be sometime this week. I don't know when, but it's Tuesday already. But we'll see. I'm not abandoning coming to the strip and all that, but it's going to get to the point here when once it's like a frickin' 110 degrees, I don't feel like walking around the strip, you know? Like, not during the day. I don't even think this camera could hold up during the day. It gets heat warnings once it hits like 95, 96. You know, and my body gets heat warnings, you know? So I'll come out at night, maybe in the morning, but still when the morning's 105, it's not the most pleasant thing. That's the other things I want to talk about. 2 messages, 2 comments. Someone said, how the hell do you deal with that heat and walk around or whatever? And I'm like, I don't, it sucks, trust me. You know, it's tough on the body, it's tough on my skin. It's tough on, you know, basically getting, you know, crispy fried outside. And I hope you guys, you know, support the fact that I don't want to get like skin cancer and die, you know. I mean, I know there's certain people who are all about, you know, the Vegas experience, but, you know, freaking 115 degrees, this is the desert, yo. So, you know, we'll come in here, do different things and whatnot, but as far as like hoofing around, you know, those days are honestly starting to dwindle a little bit because it's going to get to the point where, you know, once it's over 100, you know, I'm going to find places to chill inside casinos, various restaurants, coffee shops, places that are cool like this that don't bust my balls yet. And the studio. And we're going to have just as much fun in there, I hope. Because I got it all programmed like a TV show. It's not just going to be like I did some Bror Nation After Darks from the studio where I was just winging it. It's far more organized, you know, now. You'll see. I don't want to tip my hand quite yet. But then someone else said, oh, getting back to the heat issue, I'm like, I don't know how I do it either. I just hope that people appreciate my efforts and the toll that it does take on me. Because it does take a toll, you know? I mean, it's hot. It's stupid hot. And I gotta keep my clothes on. If I could run around naked, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. But then I get like, you know what I'm saying. All right, the other question was, which I thought was interesting, was, yeah, it's a freaking desert. What can I do about it? You know, I gotta take care of my health, you know? I mean, I don't remember how we did it last year, to be perfectly honest. Last year seems like, 10 years ago, but I did a lot of nighttime streams, like from 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and slowly but surely, as it's been so nice for so long, under 100 degrees, Janice with the gifted membership. Thank you very much. The box is back in effect. Thank you. And whoever the recipient was, Share Love is a new member. Thanks to Janice. Thank you. And welcome aboard, Share Love. But it's been under 100 for so long, 195 days, it's been under 100. I've been off and on in this town for like 25 years. I've never experienced this before. So, I've been doing the standard, 5, 5:30, 6 o'clock like I did tonight. And, I guess I got everyone used to that fact. If I went and did like a 9 o'clock or 9:31 now, 9:30 live, I think there'd be like 50 people there, So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But there was another question. Chris Denton Frank kicking off the super chat with the 10 Bananamas. Hello to Bror and the Bror Nation. Frank says hi to everyone and can't wait for our next Vegas trip. I cannot wait either. I cannot wait to see you, Frank. I'm telling you, we're going to have fun. Like we always did. We're going to play some Buffalo. We're going to do all this stuff. I can't wait. We're going to have fun. Yeah. So the other thing, and I got a Vegas story that's related to this place, but someone left a comment and he said, I don't mean to be a D. When someone starts out with no offense, but he's like, I don't mean to be a D, but you know what, dude, if you're listening, 5 banana rounds from Janice, thank you very much. From Venus, thank you very much. But no, that was a completely valid question if you're listening. He said, don't mean to be a D, but what is your show actually about? What are you doing? What is your show about? That is a valid question that, I should define. In order to have the great YouTube success, you have to have a very defined thing. You have to be defined. You can't be as broad as I am, hence the way the channel growth is, at certain times. But I've been taking advantage of the weather before I made this transition. The best way I could describe what I do is I do commentary, I do variety, I do current affairs, I try to do interesting topics, I try to do some Vegas related content, all while having Las Vegas as a backdrop. So even though the beginnings of the channel were strictly 100% Vegas, because I started the channel during the shutdown and I wanted to show people what Vegas looked like shut down for the first time in history. That was the very first videos I did. Boarded up doors, streets completely empty, all that type of stuff. And people wanted to see more. And I wasn't allowed to work. My business was considered non-essential. So the governor shut down my business under threat of, arrest, taking my license away, all that other stuff. So I couldn't even operate if I wanted to. He was just like, nope. So I lost my business thanks to that. So I did that, and then when the town started waking back up, yeah, it's a show about nothing. Exactly, Phil. It's a show about whatever. It's me thinking out loud. That's the bottom line. It's just me thinking and talking out loud to all you, all you wonderful people out there. I'm fortunate enough to have Vegas as a backdrop, and that's what kicked the channel off. And when Vegas started waking back up again, I wanted people to see that. I wanted people to see, all the different things. And then I'm like, yeah, let me keep going on the Vegas thing. Back then, there was not, this probably if you consider all the channels that are out there, channels that don't even have 1,000 subscribers and all that type of stuff.
What's that?
That was weird AF, huh? I had to jump over their Wi-Fi. I was like frozen in time, like. Alright, I gotta keep an eye on it. I had to move to 5G. I don't know why that froze on us. Anyway, you know, I did the whole thing. Someone asked me, you know, what's the best place to do slots? That's one of the play slots. That's one of my most popular videos. Got almost 200,000 views, made a few $1,000 off it, and I told everyone where the best places to play were. But in good conscience, despite all these other people starting talking about gaming and starting playing machines for views and whatever, I did that 2 years ago, and I made out very, very well doing that. But in good conscience, I cannot recommend playing slot machines in Vegas right now. I would be remiss to do that and tell you that it's never been freaking tighter in the history of Vegas, and I can prove it. And I did videos on how statistically the machines have never been tighter. So I'm not going to make videos the best places to play and all that other stuff. That season for this channel is past. Other people are still doing it and giving the illusion that you can still win on these slot machines. They're freaking tighter than a snake's ass, and I don't want to give the illusion that it's not. Have you come here and lose all your money. I told you, I kind of wound up that whole thing, and I told you to figure out how to play video poker, and if you're going to play, what types of machines to play, but if you're going to ask me where's the best place to play, there are none. I mean, there really are none. I would say the Win is probably your best chance. They're not as tight as all the other places in town, but they're still gonna hose you money, So, Donna Turner, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, challenge everyone. Keep that super chat going. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And what am I gonna talk about? I mean, all right, I'm probably older than most of the other vloggers, not by that much, but I am older than the rest of them. I have more experience with this town than some of the other ones. Am I jaded? No, I'm not jaded. I'm just freaking honest and I'm real, And at my point, like I've had a very successful career in several things: photography, videography, and I had a radio show for quite a while. And I was very successful at all those things and some other projects and whatever too. I don't want to wind up my career, even though I'm into some other stuff now, but I don't want to look back and be like, what did I accomplish with my life? The 5 best places to eat shrimp, the 3 best places to valet park, the 4 best places to get a cheeseburger in Vegas. To me, like I said, I'll leave that to them. To me, that's like constantly coming up with 5 best lists and trying to find a new angle to draw. I don't have any boobies to show either, so that sucks. Can't show my junk, can't do that. So, I want to help people. I have a voice, both physically and intellectually. I want to help people. I want to help people grow. I want to help people heal. I want to help people get their health right. I want to help people get their mind right, their relationship right, their finances right. I want to talk about things that frickin' matter. The 5 best places to eat shrimp on the Las Vegas Strip. I don't want to look back and, be at the pearly gates and, hey, Bror Fredrik, what'd you do with your life, And I'd be like, yo, I told people where to feed the shrimps over there, I mean, I'm not knocking people who do that, but it's not a career, talking about the 5 best places to eat shrimp, So, okay, I started my channel based on that, but I'm not finishing my channel based on that. So I know when I get a little further away from the Las Vegas-based content, there will be some turnover, but more people are gonna come too. So, it is what it is. I want to talk about philosophy. I want to talk about all the shit that I've learned. I want to tell you all the mistakes that I've made, so you don't. I want to tell you, you know, I just want to have conversations that are real and impactful and that matter. You know, the conversations that not many people are willing to have. You know, that's what I want to do with my life. You know, and I want to take you guys along for the ride. That's where I'm at. You know, I mean, I could tell you, yeah, I love this. This is like my favorite machine in all of Vegas, the 1-4 Buffalo machine. I love it, but I ain't sticking $500 in there to make $30 on a video. You know, let them other guys do that. I'm okay with that. You know, because it's all edited anyway to show you that everyone's winning. I could do that. I could create videos to show you that I'm a winner, you know, and every machine I do turns to gold and whatever. Let me see all your losses, you know, then we'll talk. And then there's this thing where, oh, well, you can write it off on your taxes. That's not how it works. And whoever's thinking that's going to be in for a rude awakening. But the bottom line is, I ain't going anywhere. I'm just going to start, we'll see how it goes. When I start from the studio, I'm going to try to do 2 streams a day. I'm going to do a very Vegas-centric stream, all about Vegas, my experiences in Vegas, potentially even the 5 best places I've ever eaten shrimp at. Shout out Bavette's. Freshest shrimp ever. But they got a little small. They were a little smaller than Bavette's than the last time I was in there. I see you. See, I can't help but saying things like that. I'm not going to say, I can't say one without the other. I can't say it's the freshest shrimp ever without also saying that they downsized them a little bit. It's just the way it is. I can't help but tell you guys that I had a $550 pair of sunglasses stolen out of my car from the valet at Badara. I can't help telling you that. I just have to. I'm not gonna sugarcoat, you know, the town. If that's what you're looking for, there's some other places to do that, you know. Thomas Helm along for the ride with the 5 Banana Rabbits. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I gotta be true to me, you know. I'm gonna tell you the good and the bad. I mean, basically, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm living my life in public, you know, for all intents and purposes. I never thought I would. I always wanted to be rich. Let's get that straight. I have no problem being rich. I never planned on being famous, but then I got the bug when I had the radio show. But I'm still kind of like, I'm an extrovert and introvert and an introvert and extrovert. I'm kind of like that, you know. I get peopled out, and then I crave people again. Then I get a little peopled out, and I start getting in there again. How you doing? I'm just talking to myself. Did you want to say hello? Say hello. Hi. Yeah. Want to say hello? You can say hello to all my friends out there. How you doing? But see, that's like, you know, like, I'm okay with that. I'm a bit of a ham, and, you know, I got my stuffs and whatnot. What were we talking about? But I wanted to be like, you know, I wanted to be kind of low profile, but it's kind of going in the other direction. It's not going to be, you know, I might as well take advantage of whatever. I'm not saying I am a celebrity. I'm using celebrity as a verb. I have celebrity now, so I'm going to take advantage of that. You know? To hopefully make a difference in people's lives, because that's what I truly want to do. I want to make a difference in your life. You got a front row seat to my life. And I can't even express how honored I am to be part of your life. I mean, I truly am. It is an honor when someone sends me an email that says, you know, I made it through work today because, you know, I listened to your show in the background. You know, that's, you know, oh, I always do my cardio in the morning. That's pretty freaking, that's special to me. And I don't take that, I don't take that for granted. I don't take any of you for granted. You know? You like me just the way I am? Thank you, Lisa. I like everyone's commenting. I'm going to read all these. Sorry I'm not interacting, but it's just something I wanted to get off my... Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one. Yeah, only you can be you. I see what you're saying. I didn't really even look, to tell you the truth. I was just like, I thought you wanted to say hello. I thought you were ready to say, Bror Fredrik. So I was just like, how you doing? So that's it. So to answer that guy's question of what is my show actually about, it's about nothing. It's about me thinking out loud. I'm an extremely opinionated person. Some people say mysterious. Some people say enigmatic. Is that the word? You know, I got some of that going on. I think I'm fun to be around. Sometimes I'm a little somber. Other times I can put a lampshade on my head. Other times I can get serious. Other times I'm just in a shit mood. And you guys get to see it. You see me in a shit mood as much as you have in a good mood, you know? That's just me. I'm not perpetrating a fraud. I'm not someone who I'm not. I mean, okay, I might be more animated. This might be like, you know, the real me in a slightly exaggerated version, because you have to do that in order to, I mean, this is not something new to me. I had a radio show, I studied communication, didn't get a degree or anything. But if you're like, okay, if I did this. Hi everyone, it's Bror Fredrik, and today we're on the Las Vegas Strip. And we're at the Horseshoe now, and we're gonna have some fun today. It's a little bit hot outside, but you know, it'll be alright. Or I can take it down another couple of octaves and talk to you like this. And then, you know, today I was driving around and I saw this guy. No, you can't do that. You gotta be like, so we're over here at Harris, blah, 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 blah. So you ever notice how busy these tables are since the World Series of Poker is here? These people are nuts. They're just pissing their freaking mortgage money away. You see what I'm saying? So it's still me, but from a communication standpoint and from grabbing people's and keeping people's attention, it has to be amped up just a bit. And that's not easy. I can maintain that for like 3, 4, 5, 6 hours straight like I'm doing right now. That's not how I really am in person, but sometimes I am. Like I was on a Teams call today. I get all sorts of animated, but yeah. I mean, but if you were hanging out with me, I'm the same exact person, except I take it down to like this level. Look at these people over here throwing away their mortgages. Like, you know, look at this dude over here. This one over here, you know, you see what I'm saying? So it's me a little amped, you know, when I get in front of a camera, because I have to keep everyone entertained. But I'm still me, and I have to be true to me. I can't lie, and I don't like sugarcoating anything. I tell you what. So does that answer that question? I think so. Yeah, you gotta be kind of, I mean, it is my nature. Like, if you want to hang out with me and we got into a conversation, I would be doing this. I'd be like, but, you know, you gotta, I'm an entertainer, you know? I gotta entertain. And if people find this entertaining, and doing that entertaining, then I'm gonna entertain them. But it's still me. It's still, this is me. Okay, last thing, then we'll get walking. World Series of Poker. 250,000 buy-in tournament. $250,000 buy-in tournament. This dude was marking cards. And everyone at the table, this is right over here. We're gonna walk over there in a minute. This dude was, no, we'll do that after. We'll circle back around. This dude was marking cards. And if you don't know what marking cards is, and his table mates, he made it to the 3rd place. So he won a lot of freaking money. He got knocked out 3rd. Made plenty of money, but his table mates were freaking out. They're like, you're a freaking cheater. You're a cheater. You're a cheater. You're marking cards. Somebody come over here. Stop this guy. He's marking cards. And you can watch on the videos, he was taking his, there's a lot of ways to do it, but he was taking his thumbnail and like, whenever he had an ace, he would dig his thumbnail into it. And then when he throws it away, it maintains a little thumbnail in it. That way, you know, when they deal out the other cards at the poker table, all you gotta do is look for your thumbprint and you know who has aces. And of course, an ace is a dangerous card in poker. You don't want to be playing like 6-7 offsuit when you know that dude's holding an ace, you know? So, and you can see it right on camera. I mean, he's digging his nail into it, and then when the dealer throws the cards, he would stand up. And he would look down to see who had his marked cards. They have it all on camera. And people were complaining about it and complaining, you're a freaking cheat, I hope they ban you for life, you're an a-hole. So now there's like a big investigation going on. We'll see how far they get with that, but it'll be interesting. Yeah, cheating bastard, you know? Blatant, not even like, he's not even doing it like, okay, you could like cover your whole cards and look, you know, because that's totally permissible. You're allowed to like cover your whole cards and peek under. That would be the time to like dig a nail into the ace if you had it, you know what I'm saying? But this dude's just like, whoa. But they let him play. They let him play. Nobody said anything until the very end. I don't know if they held his money yet or whatnot, but it was a $250,000 buy-in. You know, that tournament was no joke. People was pissed the F off. I seen a bunch of people coming out before. But we got booted off their Wi-Fi for some reason. Anyway. Yeah, no kidding. You know, I heard some... Doug just says, I don't know if that comment is going to hide or show. Bring back public execution. Oh, that brings up two things. I found out today that if you leave a comment on my videos, I don't censor 99% of them. If they're really dumb, I might delete it. But I found out today that if I like a comment, it's the equivalent of me if I verbalized it. So I gotta be careful. So if you don't see a like or a heart on a comment that might be controversial to YT, that's why. We found out today by someone else getting kicked in the nads that when you like someone's comments, it's as if you said them. Like if someone else said, you know, the 2020 election was totally freaking rigged and so-and-so won. As long as someone else said it, it's fine, you know, because I can't control what comments people put on my videos. But if I go ahead and like it, that means basically I'm promoting that. Crazy, right? But that's what's taking place. So don't get offended if you don't see likes and whatever on a lot of stuff. This message held for review. Okay, so that brings up, that's what Doug said. There was some guy, I think in Arizona, he got caught. He took a bag of kittens. A bag of kittens. He took some kittens and put them in a bag and threw them in a lake. You know what I want to do to him? This is satire, lawyers. I would do the same thing. I would do the same thing. I think that's fair, right? Big old bag. Jump in the lake. Alright, I'm gonna turn this around. Let's get the booking. Imagine that. Throwing innocent animals. Oh my god. People are cruel to animals. Just better stay the F away from me. That's all I'm gonna say. Ms. Google, I got your beautiful embellished envelope yesterday. Thank you very much. Very kind of you, and I love receiving the inside as much as I do the outside as much as I do the inside. That would be the proper way. Thank you very much. Angie gifted 5 Bror Fredrik memberships. Let's see who got them. Edward, Base, Alan, Stephanie, and Lisa K. That is awesome. More people. So yeah, go ahead and thank Angie for that. Very kind of you. And yeah, animal cruelty. That brings out. I'll tell you what it brings out. It brings out my cruelty towards people who do that. Like I said, my buttons are very defined when it comes to that area. Creatures capable of unconditional love? No, that's not happening. So I posted that song on my native service? No. I posted that song by Irma Thomas in the Bror Nation Facebook group. If you're not a member, go over there and check it out. We're going to discuss that song. Because some people would say that, you know, some people would agree, some people would not. Some people would question her motivation. It's an old, beautiful song. You know, only those would know what love is. It's just an amazing song. Ooh, I heard Buffalo. One of these slot machine manufacturers, one of the ones that pump out all these, like, stupid games like that I would never play. They're going out of business, like straight up, belly up. All right, I gotta get my shite together here. I'm still sucking on this coffee. Hold on. No, it's not Aristocrat. It's like some off-brand kind of deal. No, Aristocrat would be Buffalo. Oh, that guy's rocking some. Oh, got a 7 Buffalo. Let me finish this coffee real quick. This guy's dying to say something. This guy right to my left. I'm going to put the other phone in my pocket for a second. Hold on. Alright. He was dying to say something. Alright, hold on. Almost done. One more sip. This is one of the only casinos that you can feel the floor move when people walk over it. Because there is a gap. You're not just on the floor. There's a gap. He's following me to the door. Hey, kid, go sit behind that desk. There is a gap where they run all the wires. It's not like huge. I mean, some of them could be up to like 3 or 4 feet. But I think the old ones are like 2 feet. You could just pull up the carpet and access the whole thing. All right, let's get to booking. Oh, have a drink. There's a Tesla. Have a drink. There's another 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 Tesla. I'm telling you, like 1 out of like 5 cars is a Tesla in this town. They're going bonkers. Did you hear that? That dude was talking to me. Did you hear that Mercedes is going to install Chat GPT in all their vehicles? So you could have like a little assistant. Oh, there's another Tesla. There's another Tesla. There's another Tesla. 3 of them in a row. You guys are going to be wasted if we play that game. Where are we going? I don't know. Uh-oh. Go, man. You're welcome. Valet, I gotta give them respect. As long as they don't steal my freaking glasses. What do we got going on here? I can't believe they stole my glasses. I don't want to believe it true. There's another Tesla. Have another drink. There's another one over there. Have another drink. She's running. She's running. 1, 2, 3 of our city's finest to come scoop up. What is that? I don't know. It's tragic, whatever it is. There's another Tesla. They're everywhere. They're turning ubiquitous. I see what he's doing, though. If you don't know what he's doing, you just have to think about it. I'd probably do it if I was him too. I don't even want to get into it. That's a studio conversation. Look, brand new. This is the one everyone's getting. Look at the size of that. Hold on a second. Can you see inside that car? That's got like a 19-inch screen on there. That's freaking nuts. I don't. A 19-inch screen. Tell me that's not a distraction. Is that any less distracting than, you know, me reading my Facebook messages while I drive, which I don't. Sometimes I read them at like long ass lights, but that's about it. That's pretty distracting. Alright, let me get my other phone out so I can watch chat activities. I was actually gonna do the show from Tuscany, which is down further, because there was no traffic today on this corner, which is a miracle. Look at the size of that screen. He's watching like cartoons and shit. I don't know what he's watching. Could you put TV up? I know there's a hack where you could like watch TV while you drive too. I don't think Elon has blocked that yet. Alright, let me see what's what. What is that? Is that some gold ore in there? Yeah, I tint my windows. How could you live in Vegas and not like tint your windows? They really don't give, unless you do like full-blown limo tint, they don't give you tickets out. If they want, like anything else, it's, you know, they could pull you over and, you know, then they got kind of probable cause and stuff like that. That's why you shouldn't go too dark. But, you know, and it's like 420 blowing out your windows and whatnot. You know, now they have a reason to pull you over to check your tint with a tint gauge. But for all intents and purposes, the cops here really don't give a shit about tint, because this shit's tinted too. You know, it's a freaking desert. You would bake if you don't have good metallic tint. There's another Tesla, have another drink. There's 1, 2, 3 more. They're everywhere. Or maybe it's just confirmation bias that I'm experiencing. Maybe deep down inside I want one. I didn't think I did, but maybe I do. There's another one. They're everywhere. And then going back to what I was saying before about, you know, for those of you who don't know or are new to the channel, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button. This isn't all I do either. I mean, honestly, I can't even really talk about my other, well, I got the fry job. I make fries. I make the best fries in town. I put extra salt. I make them extra crispy. If you're nice to me, and I put a little extra, you know, when you order them. But I also, this isn't my own, this is, you know, this is a source of income. No ifs, ands, or buts. If there was no income, honestly, I wouldn't be doing it. You know, duh. Even though I like it and I love everyone, I still, you know, this still consumes, I'm trying to cross the street, believe it or not. This still consumes 30 hours, 2 hours a day live streaming, but it takes like an hour before and after for prep and this and that and driving, and you know, there's expenses too, parking and gas, and if I go eat somewhere, you know, it's $30. So yeah, there are expenses involved, no ifs, ands, or buts. So I like to make money doing this, of course. You know, 30 hours of my week. And wouldn't you too? But I do have a job. You know, I don't talk about it much because I can't talk about it much. There's another one. There's another one. They're everywhere. They're ubiquitous. They're a gang. A lot of the Ubers and Lyfts are starting to use them too. I can't really talk about what I do. because it's, how would I say? The best I can say is next gen security. That's as much as I can really divulge. Not to be like the Superman of mystery or anything, but that's the most I can divulge. There's another accident that took place about half a mile down there. I can see the lights, but I want to cross the street. Yeah, next gen security, cyber security, digital security, AI, and virtual reality. That's what I'm involved with now, with some of the greatest people on earth. We're looking to shake up the world, and we are shaking up the world. Disruptive technology, but I can't talk about it. That's as far as I can go. So yeah. Oh, just dropped like 5 degrees. How about that? That's boss. Why am I so far behind on the chat? Let me pull up the chat activity. That's the other thing I'm looking forward to the studio, is keeping up on the chat a little more. It's hard to do on these tiny screens, it just flies by, averaging like between 13 and 1,700 individual chat messages per live. So picture that scrolling by. What is that? What is like 50? Let's average it at 1,500. 1,500 divided by 120. How much is that per minute? Close to 100, right? Or over 100 per minute. In some cases like 2 a second. So they don't stay up on a tiny screen all that long. And when I'm trying to like keep my head on a swivel, it could be a little problematic too. Stage door, yeah. Let's go to the stage door. Will you be able to talk about? Yes. I'm answering Gary M. Will you be able to talk about what I'm doing in the future? Yes, I will. But not quite yet. Once it becomes, it's not going to be, it's not going to be a household word. It'll be, what I'm doing now is more in the corporate environment. So it'll be a corporate household name. So yeah, we're making moves. We're making all the moves, like fast too. Just a bunch of geniuses all got together and pooling our ideas and our resources and making some shit happen. I couldn't be more excited or more blessed. So yeah, but we're in startup life mode. There's another Tesla. Oh, now we're in the home of Teslas. All the Teslas. Yeah, let's go see Teslas. Hey, you got Chat GPT in there? So yeah. But eventually, yeah, when it becomes like more mainstream, I can yap about it. Well, not everything, but I can give you a little more details. Teslas everywhere. Do I want one? I'm trying to think. I don't think I do. If someone gave me one, I always say, if someone gave me, look, I'm gonna just hang in my car and watch videos while it charges. I just don't have that type of time in my life. I'm gonna hang out, watch some cartoons. This guy's watching Bugs Bunny. This guy's watching Pornhub. This guy's arguing with his girlfriend. I don't have time for that in my life. I just want to get my gas and bolt. That's just me. I gotta ask this dude a question. What's going on, man? So how does that work? You just buy your ticket, you get online, and just...
You get it from us.
Of course.
Save you all the time and everything.
Really?
Sure. Would you like to join?
I just want to ask for my viewers so you can tell them all about it.
We are the Big Bus Tour all over the world. We might be at a town or a city near you.
All right.
And if you see us, come ride Big Bus. Did that sound right? That
There
sound
you
weird?
go. Nah, man, you rocked it.
Hey,
Let's
thank
get
you.
one of them.
Where are you guys from?
So, I live here.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
taking everyone on a tour. So you just fill up with however many people could fit, and then the
Yeah,
next bus
we
come
try to
up,
get as
and
many up top. We
All
get
right.
everybody up top, matter of fact. And then once we get you up in the front of the line, depending on how many in your group, as soon as we get you up, we get a count, we send you out. You'll be back here within 3 hours. One
It's
of
a
the hours
3-hour
off at
tour?
Fremont, just like Gilligan's.
no, yeah, I was just going there. Yeah, okay, Gilligan's. It's a
But
being
it's a quick
sinking.
one. It goes fast. 1 hour off at Fremont for a light show and hang out.
All right.
Some gear, some drinks, and see some people watching and on.
Yeah,
People
well,
are
that's
semi-naked.
what I'm here
so
for.
That
Yeah.
doesn't offend you. I'm showing the night tour. Only in Vegas.
Night tour you guys do too? I didn't know that.
This
What
is
is this? The day gig. All
This is the
right.
night. The daytime is a hop on, hop off sits every 30 minutes.
What's the? Might as well drop the cost while we're on.
55 either day or night.
Really?
I have deals for the day, but not for the night because you see it's the most business.
Fair. Yeah.
We also have options to do 2 days plus 1 night in high roller, or just the 2 days itself. Anybody wants to do a wax museum or mob museum, you can add that on top of the day for a different price.
Nice. So you do packages.
Oh yeah, got
All right, cool.
candy and everything. Helicopter tours, you name it, we got it.
Now everyone knows.
Appreciate
All right, my
it.
man.
All right.
Peace. So now we know. That's what I've been wanting to know. Now we know how this thing goes. They serve drinks up there. Yeah, I was saying when he said 3-hour tour, I immediately started humming. Dun 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 dun, like instantly. And then I was thinking about Ginger and Marianne and everything. All the things. So Ginger or Marianne? That question's been asked since time immemorial. Oh, see, the other bus is already chilling around the corner. You see that? They're already ready to go. Ginger or Marianne? I don't know. I've never answered that question for myself. Don't quite know. Ginger or Marianne? The Professor or Gilligan, if that's your taste. I don't know. Mrs. Howell? Maybe that. Maybe Mr. and Mrs. Howell. What up? Marianne or Ginger? Okay, so Ginger was the whole Hollywood, the glam thing, and dude's with his lady and they're both on the phone. Dang, what happened to like sticking your hands in each other's back pockets and walking and just enjoying each other's company? What happened to them days? Dang, sticking your pockets in your phone, sticking your hands on your phone. So then, okay, so Marianne had the more like down home country style thing going on. I don't know. That's a tough one. Are we talking looks? Let's see, looks wise? I think I'm more of a Ginger fan in the grand scheme of things. What does this say here? Oh, I was like chatting with myself. I was chat GPTing myself. Yeah, they're both on Grindr or Tinder looking for someone else. They're just like, oh, she's played, he's played. You noticed yesterday that the video I got 4 copyright claims on that video. 2 in front of the Bellagio fountains and 2 when we passed Planet Hollywood. And they were long too, which kind of sucked. So they took out like cumulatively like 12 minutes of that live stream. Just disappeared. So that kind of sucks. Because it breaks up the continuity. If it's like 10 seconds like they normally are, but they just took out, they made me take out the entire songs. I don't even know what the video even sounds like at this point. I'll probably ask. Like, what the hell did he just say? What the hell did he just say? I don't like that. I'm so polite. Let her take a picture. Oh, let's get some dampness. Except for the music. I dig that. The Prez. Go on then. That felt good. Oh, that's gonna be a copyright claim. Bastards. Don't gotta worry about that in the studio neither. Go figure. Many pluses. Ginger is like an Amber. Yeah, maybe. I mean, she had her moments. She was a little high maintenance, but I'm okay with high maintenance, to be perfectly honest. 'Cause I'm pretty freaking high maintenance myself. If I'm being honest, you know? Like, I need 2 bathrooms because I gotta do my shit too, you know? Some kind of high maintenance. Kind of hard to please too. So yeah, I don't have a problem with high maintenance females. What is that? Love. The Love Shack. Little lost place where we can get together. The Love Shack, baby. Yeah, let's get some AC in here real quick before we encounter the next copyright claim. Yeah, it is kind of a new place. It's I Love Sugar, but now it's also Candy's Martini Bar. Candy, that sounds like indoor activities. Had to come and get some of your air conditioning. Wow, it is quiet in here today. Until it looked like a barrel of fun. Until World Series of Poker gets out, then it'll get a little more lively. Everyone keeps talking about that frozen, what is it? Some kind of frozen, what the hell is it? It's like a slushy, but it's like chocolate. What the hell is that? A frozen something. Whoa, turn it on the wind. Jersey Eats. This guy gonna hit me with a freaking rolling pin? I don't think so, bro. What's in here? What is that? Oh, I see. Done with the 5 Bananagramas. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Frozen Baileys. Thank you, Janice. That's what I was getting at. Frozen Baileys. I gotta try one day. I'll make my own damn frozen Baileys. Lettuce. Getting her grind on. Oh, I gotta talk over this one. Hope they don't try to handcuff me over here. Whoa, it's loud AF over here. I'm gonna have to mute. Sorry, people. She said, "Hi, baby. Where you from?" What should I have said? I was like, "I live here, just like you. Probably your neighbor." Oh no! Whoa! I gotta shut this off. Shit! Hold on. Players only love you when you're you're playing, they will go. If I sing over it, sometimes I don't get copyright claims. Because they're like, damn, that ain't even a cover song. Uh-oh. Dang. That is like the gang unit or some such nonsense. Yeah, I'm from the town of Nunya. Where's that? Nunya Business. Bingo. Yeah, we're going to go check out the World Series of Poker. We did it last week, but we'll go walk back over there. But I'm going to cut around this way. This is like copyright central if I walk in front of you. Look at these guys wailing. Giving 0 Fs. Hit the nitrous, bro. There's a cooler sitting in the middle of the street down there. Can you see it? Even the big bus swerved. Got their swerve on. This is a good time to do that, to be honest, because the sun isn't overhead frying it. Let's people watch. Let's see all the peoples. Lots of peoples. Neck tattoo. Wow. Not big into I don't have any tattoos. I'm not big into tattoos. Yeah, it's getting loud. Hold on. F it. Did anyone follow me? No. I'm a trendsetter. Pace setter. Yeah, none of your business. That's where I'm from. I still use that, none of your business. And if someone says, hey, who's that guy's name? I say Joe. And they go, Joe who? I say Joe Mama. I still do that. It's so high school. Tom Laws, what's going on? Yeah, just, it's getting, you frighten me, bro. Yeah, I got no, I don't know. I can't find anything to commit to. I always wanted to, but I can't, I don't know. It's not my thing. Like heavily tattooed women, I'm not into either. Like 1 or 2, 3, 4, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I never grew up with it. It's not my jam. I like to appreciate skin. Babies love Las Vegas, especially infants. I think they're gonna, it's like certain, like she had one from her chest all the way up to her ears. I think ultimately, isn't she gonna regret that in the grand scheme of things? And be like, damn, what was I thinking? I don't know, maybe not. But ain't gonna look like that when she's 70. They let those things on the strip? Really? I didn't know that. Guess that's fun. Then again, I don't knock people who get them. You do you. 2 banana rounds from Aaron, thank you very much. Shout out Nunez. Nunez, got all the Nunez. But when you tell those showgirls that you're local, like, did you see her? She immediately turned around. She's like, okay. That's why I say local. You know? If you say it to the Ambers, sometimes they get the message too. And other times they're like, whatever. I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again because we got so many new people since I told it. Once I was sitting in Planet Hollywood, and this Amber comes up to me, and you know, I try to like come up with different cunning things to say, and not to be like a rude asshole, just say get away from me. So I said to this one Amber, she's like, oh, what do you do? And I'm like, I'm playing Buffalo. She's like, oh, you know, looking to party, want some company? I'm like, hey, I got my wife upstairs in the room. She's like, well, that'll be extra. You do know that, right? I was like, damn, touche, you got me. That will be extra, that's fun. I mean, yeah, it's a business. I guess it should be extra. Or should she be the one paying? That is the question. But I've tried several lines, but they've heard them all. So now I just go, hey, listen, I'm good. Got more than I can handle. I don't want you neither. Because I got to be a rebel. Because it says do not enter. We have to enter. Go up this way. The Amber, yeah, right? The Amber that followed me off the tram. She thought I was tram trash or something. She was like, how you doing? That was funny. I'd say I get approached, I don't know, pretty often. Which, you know... Oh, he pronounces water good.
Don't let dehydration ruin your vacation. Water, Cardinals, ice cold water, Cardinals. Water, Cardinals, ice cold. Water.
He's just dropped some bars. Don't let dehydration ruin your vacation, bro. See, this is how it was when I got here. That's freaking awesome. Yeah, sometimes I get offended when the Ambers come up to me. Because, like, in my mind, I'm like, do I actually look like someone? And I had one Amber say, yeah, sure, why not? I think that was the only time I was like, dope, you got me. But yeah, it's pretty frequent, you know, from like the ratchet ones all the way up to the high-end ones. I mean, I'm kind of pleased that the high-end ones are coming back to town, to tell you the truth. You know, all the ratchety ones gets kind of annoying. Because it's like they're not even good to look at, and you got to put up with their shit on top of it. At least the high-end ones, you know, aren't that offensive to the eyeballs while you put up with their shit. All right. Yeah, right? You feel like, you know, oh, I'm going to have to mute right here, too. Son of a bitch. All right, hold on. Ruining live stream since 2021. I'm loving my baby. Do-do-do-do-do-do. But then I'm like, alright. I don't even know if I can get into that conversation. I feel like telling him, you know what, you should be paying me. You know? You should pay me. You don't know what my skills are. What are yours? I don't even want to know. I don't know. I just never got the concept. I'd rather lick a toilet bowl, to be perfectly honest. Oh, what is this? I still love those. Boom. Alright, where are we going? more music. Shoo-doop, shoop, shoop, shoo-doop, shoop, shoop. Alright, mutage coming up. Used to be my girl. What was that stupid loud? Yeah, you get a discount? I mean, it's their job to pretend they're having a good time too, but let's be realistic here. Used to be my girl, my girl. Everyone's like walking slow. I guess because of the heat. I'm trying not to walk fast. Let me just get down with everyone. Let's see if I can walk at the same pace as these people. Nah, it's not easy. It is not easy. Sinatra playing across the street. Solid size 0 and a solid size 8. Lady doesn't wander all over the room and blow on some other guy's dice. Oh, no. I love that song. I used to play that song. I used to blast it in the car on the way to go play craps. It was like one of my good luck charms. Well, be a lady tonight. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, if I had a bike, I'd be tearing shit up right now on that street. Catch me if you can, like the gingerbread man. Because it's so smooth. I'm gonna see if we can get it back on the Wi-Fi. Let's see. How many said, dame, you can be dame. I like that, dame. I'm gonna call a woman a dame or something. Think anyone would think a woman would be offended if I called her a dame? I mean, that's actually a pretty high compliment. Call a woman a dame, don't you think? I mean, broad, maybe, I don't know. Dame? I think that's kind of elegant. Not funny like that. Dame. Hey, what are you dames doing? Yeah. Alright. Everyone with their red. Shout out Red. What up? Everyone's checking out the exotic vehicles. I might as well get down with this Bentley. I saw a limo in Facebook Marketplace for like $8,000. A 12-passenger limo. And it was in great condition. It just, you know, it was like the old school Lincoln Continental. Oh, no Tesla, I'm drinking. Next drink's on Elon. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna be like, hey, how you dames doing tonight? How you broads doing tonight? Alright, let's see how the signal holds up before we dive onto their Wi-Fi activities. No, I might as well hop on. Hold on. Alright, let's see if we make transitionals. We should just transition over. Let's see. Woo! Is that sound? Yeah, Dame. Yeah, right. Dame sounds kind of sexy. Dame. Look at these dames and their gams. Dames. Yeah, that's yeah. I don't know. I can get down with that. If I was a chick, I wouldn't mind you calling me a dame. But a broad, yeah, that sounds a little. That sounds a bit much, if we're honest. I just smelled my own cologne. Someone wearing that, or is that me? What am I wearing? Versace Dreamer. That was the smell I chose on the way out the door. Versace Dreamer. Yeah, look at these two dames up here. Let's go say hello to them. Alright, I'm on a mission to say dames to someone. Let's see who's the likely candidates. How you dames doing? Signal very questionable. There. Very questionable. Man, did their Wi-Fi finally kick in? They probably have it cranked down due to all the people here from WSOP activities. Look at all these women supporting Martha. I support Martha. She gets a lot of hate. I don't know why. I kind of dig her. WSOP. Yeah. The red dresses are becoming almost as ubiquitous as Tesla. For those of you who didn't hear yet, they're shutting down dueling pianos in 5 days. No, what is it? 8 days. On the 28th, there will be no more dueling pianos. AMF dueling pianos. That was an 18-year run for them. Hope they saved their money. Let me see if we're on their Wi-Fi yet, or it's still like bouncing around. Yeah, it's still bouncing back and forth.
Easy.
All right. Oh. We will keep it moving. That was fun. Alright. We'll have to save that for another day. They're only going to be here a month, so I'm sure we'll do that again. Where are we going? Let's go over here. It's close to a bathroom. All we need is some bathrooms. Some bathroom activities. See, you just got a front seat in my whole life. Know everything. where are we going? I know where we're going. We're gonna go see Megatron. No, that's Bumblebee. Frickin' Guy Fieri is his name? He's opening up another spot over here. That guy's like a Borg. It frickin' assimilates everything and everyone. What's going on in there? Oh, alright. This is so funny. He wanted to say something so bad, but they're kind of getting at him. Oh, he collected all 11. She's giving him all the massage looks. Like right into his brain. Get a massage while you're playing poker. That's boss. Alright, let's snag that table real quick. Or not. Let's see. I was gonna go underground. That's what I should have done. See how bad this music is. I don't think it's terrible. Let me turn this around real quick. Oh no, it's pretty freaking terrible. Blah. Alright. Let's make moves. Let's make moves. I do all up in my throat. Ew. That's ugly. Yeah, it is my cologne I'm smelling. It like freaking reactivated itself. Versace Dreamer. Let me see what you guys are up to. I know what I've been up to. Dueling Pianos is gone. Wow, we just lost 150 people? Why'd you guys leave me like that? 150 people. Just went bomb. See ya. Yeah, he's the board. Hey, you're buffering. 150 people said, hey, you're buffering at the same time and left. Wow. That's cool. Alright, people. I'm gonna jet because I gotta go over there, do some things, you know what I'm saying? Coffee kind of just like crew. No, it's been a while. It's an hour and 45 minutes, but it's almost 2 hours. So I can't say it went through me. So, tomorrow's probably going to be a breakfast or lunch live stream. Haven't picked a place to go yet, but I got some business to conduct over at the Fashion Show Mall, and right afterwards I'll do a live stream. But the only way you're going to find out precisely what time is if you like, share, subscribe, and especially hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least 5 times a week. And I want to thank everyone for the kind super chat support. That is the grease that keeps these wheels rolling over here. And don't forget to check out all my sponsors. Don't forget to check out ProNation.com for merch. Don't forget to find me on Rumble and on Twitter. And I got the Cash Apps, the Venmos, and the stuff, the Patreons, all that stuff. Oh, and the new membership stream, they're revamping it for me because I've been having problems pushing that out. So everyone who's a channel member and a Patreon member, you can look forward to. I don't think it's going to get done this week, but probably by next week we'll be back on track once again for the private live streams. And I'm psyched about that. It's a little more intimate, you know, it's only like, I think I have 200 to 300 people, I don't know, on memberships with YouTube, and probably another 40 or 50 over on Patreon. So it's a much smaller group compared to, you know, so maybe it'll be like 40, 50, 60, 100 people, so I can interact with you more, and we'll have some fun. I kind of let you guys decide where to go, because when I'm doing the private live streams, I don't care about music, because that's just part of the deal, so I don't care, and they're unlisted anyway, so, you know, if they want to copyright claim unlisted video, have at it, because I don't put commercials on them anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because I love you guys, that's how I roll. And, let's see, did I get everything out of my system? I think so, but there'll be more tomorrow, and I love you guys, and I look forward to seeing you again. Let me give you some better views. Can you smell my cologne? I put some down there. Can you smell it? It smells good. Link in the description. And on that note, let me get in the right posture for this. Bror Fredrik out.